Okay, so I've gone and done it again. I have bought some junk this weekend and it's on the bench, and I thought I'd just get on and show it to you. No great explanation. So this little packet here, I will come to this last. First of all though, I've just got to show this here. I mean, it does say his master's voice. I don't think it's actually a genuine licensed product. I can't decide if it's hideous or not. I mean, it certainly has a look to it. And, you know, it's not terrible, but yeah, I mean, it's up. I'll leave it up to you. Let me know in the comments if you think this is a fine collectible, or whether this is some awful, horrific piece of junk that I should never have touched. There's no maker's marks on it or anything, so it's just got a couple of pads. I mean, it's got some age to it. I think it certainly looks like it's been somewhere, but you know, there's some crackle-cure there as well, so it looks like it's been on some sort of surface at some point. But there we are. That's that side, and this side here. And I have looked it up. I mean, I found a few online. They've got various different colours. The dog's got different coloured spots on. The gramophone itself is differing colours. And apparently HMV, or the gramophone company, did make something a bit like this in a couple of different sizes in the 1930s. But I just don't think this is one of them. Anyway, that's that. Shall I talk prices? Oh, go on then. This was £20. That's what the lady in the antique shop wanted for it, and I thought, yeah, go on then, £20. I will pay that. So I've got some records here. I've got one other item that other than this little packet here, which I will also show. That's off the table at the minute, but I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, a few records here. So it says broadcast on the sleeve, but it's actually an Eclipse inside. That's my fault. There wasn't a sleeve for this record, so I found one. This is what do we got here? This is it's upside down. The Ridgeway Parade, a musical hall of 20 years ago. In fact, that's part 2. That one, in fact, the label is just not very helpful there. That's part 1. So I may have this one actually. This is SC, I think this is SC27. Yeah, SC27. The JW417 that you might be able to see there is the face number. I quite like stuff like this. Whether this one is actually one I've got already, I'm not sure. But anyway, that's that. Pick that one up. Now, I picked up this Rex. This is Phyllis Robbins. I've got 1 or 2 by her. I thought it might be quite good. This is With My Eyes Wide Open, I'm Dreaming, from the film Thank You Stars. Phyllis Robbins on Rex 8284A. And on the other side is Soon. So I might give that one a play at some point. But yeah, quite nice. Now this one here, in fact, there's a lot of these which are not in sleeves. This is the Let's Pretend Rhythmic Games, Helping in the House on that side. So it's what interests me about this was that it's quite clearly sort of separate tracks. So I think these are sort of like not nursery rhymes, but maybe some sort of children's little, you know, let's pretend to do this activity, and maybe there's a little tune or a little song that goes with it. So I thought that was interesting. And on the other side is the same, but this is The Circus. So this one here, now somebody was actually mentioning, in fact 1 or 2 people have mentioned recently about the availability of records in Australia and I think New Zealand. This one caught my eye because it's a Regal Zonophone that is made in Australia for the Columbia Gramophone Company. Well, Columbia Gramophone Australia Pty Limited, Sydney, New South Wales, by the looks of it. So this is Festubel, played by the Grand Massed Brass Bands. It's, you know, it's going to be 1930s probably, as it's a Regal Zonophone, but it might play quite well on the horn gramophones, and this sort of brass band music tends to go down quite well, or tends to work quite well on those machines. And if we have a look on the other side, Blaze of Glory, by the same people, I should think. Yeah, Grand Massed Brass Bands. So there's another one here. I think this is actually very similar. So this is it Belbhegor? Otherwise all the details the same. And on the other side, on the quarter deck, again, Grand Massed Band. So anyway, another Australian record there. And this one here is another example, Under the Banner of Victory, and on the other side, El Abanico, which doesn't mean anything to me. Obviously, if you've got any the comments or suggestions, then please do let me know. If you can fill in any gaps in my information, that would be brilliant. Also, if you're enjoying this video, then please do give it a like, so that I know and that YouTube knows too. Thank you. And I think the last 10" in this stack is this Edison Bell winner. This is a late Edison Bell winner. Always a bit of a sucker for Edison Bell winner. Wedding of the Rose, the Commodore Grand Orchestra by the looks of it. And on the other side, A Sailor's Adventure, by the same people, by the sounds of it. So, and that's on 5513. So that's those. Now there is this 12" here. Now, to be honest, I was far more interested in the sleeve. I mean, what have we got here? We've got a lady and a gentleman by their boat listening to a gramophone. That's probably HMV 101 or 102. Certainly they're advertising HMV machines. Well, I think they are anyway. Yeah, they are. They're advertising new HMV machines here. Probably doesn't say model numbers. They weren't big on putting model numbers on, but that's quite nice. So yeah, so the lady's being left to do the work of changing the records. And here we've got a similar, well, I've got an indoor scene here with a much bigger machine. This, I don't know what that is. I'm going to guess, I may get it wrong, it might be HMV 163, something like that. If you know what it is, let me know, otherwise I might look it up. And a couple, the gent is in the chair with the decanter and the glasses. The lady's perched on a rather smaller stool there, so very sort of typical of the era. Quite nice pictures, but maybe not the way they'd be drawn nowadays. Anyway, so I thought the sleeve was quite nice, and, you know, quite nice illustrations on it. The actual record, well, this is Going to the Races, Mr. Dan Leno, who was a comedian or a comic. So I thought that was worth having. And on the other side, this is The Huntsman, also by Mr. Dan Leno. So now I will get to this in a minute. The other thing I wanted to show was this here. Now this is a box that says His Master's Voice Collection on it, and in here are actually a set of placemats, and I have shown a picture of these in the community tab before, but I just wanted to actually show them on camera. I mean, I'm not quite sure when these date to actually. I think they're probably 1970s, 1980s, something like that. They're fairly simple. They're just the dog and gramophone really. There's nothing on the back at all. There are supposed to be 6 of these, but there are actually only 4 in the box. And there are actually 6 of the coasters. And these are marked EMI. I don't think they've got a copyright on them. No, the actual writing around here is to do with the fact it's what would have been written on a record, to do with no public performances or anything like that. It's not related to the coaster itself. So anyway, again, there's nothing on the back. They do have nice gold rims. I don't think they've been used. I mean, I guess 2 were taken out of the box and used, and the rest weren't. So they are quite nice. They were rather expensive, I have to say. I paid £18 for this little set here. Goodness knows why or what I'm going to do with them. But I thought, never seen another set, so I thought I'd have those. So those are those mats. In fact, you can see on the end there it says 6 table mats and 6 coasters. So what's in the little bag? What's in here? Well, you might have guessed from the sort of rattle. And in here is a rather cute little, if I can get it in camera shot, this is an Edison bell. Well, in fact, it's not Edison bell. No, it is Edison bell because it says Edison bell on the label there, on the sort of gummed tape. It says genuine Edison bell disc. Discophone. Is it discophone needles? Now, the bell disc was made from about 1908 to 1912, and I have some examples, and I'm not quite sure when this one's from, but the fact it says discophone and not gramophone, which from about 1910 Edison Bell was allowed to use because it became a public domain term or in the UK, suggests to me that this is earlier rather than later. Anyway, I'm going to put on the screen a couple of pictures of Edison Bell discs, just so you can compare. But anyway, I bought that. It's just a little tin. It's got a few, it does actually have some needles inside. Use each point once only. Looks like they're loud tone needles, and it does talk about double. Don't know how clear that is, but it says double tone there. So that little box, in fact, it's worth having a look at the bottom as well. That little box there, I don't think is any later than 1912. So I thought that was worth picking up, and that was a grand price of £6, so about 2 cups of coffee. And I don't collect needle tins, but I thought that was worth having. Anyway, there we go. There's a few items that I picked up recently. I have actually picked up quite a few other bits and pieces recently, which I haven't put into videos, but these were just on my bench, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make a video. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching. And if you've enjoyed this video, then maybe watch this one too. And I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.